Hello, my name is Ryan Augsburger, and my case analysis is on the Fitbit. The Fitbit was founded in May of 2007 by James Park and Edward Friedman. The headquarters is based out of San Francisco, California. Products include fitness trackers and wireless enabled wearable technology devices. What are its main functions? Well, the Fitbit keeps track of your sleep patterns, which is huge for some people, and your steps, and it has other daily games that you can play with your friends on Fitbit. Activity tracker devices Fitbit developed. It's introducing new products like smartwatches in an effort to gain market share. The leverage of the bargain buyer and threat of substitutes is stronger than ever. However, with smartwatches and Apple devices, it offers more than Fitbits specializes in. Current and potential issues, competitors, or more technology advanced, such as Samsung and Apple. As mentioned before, they can introduce products such as smartwatches. Threats of substitutes is high because they can be competitive with their prices. And some strategical options with Fitbit. In my opinion, I think they need to expand their international market and focus on their health and wellness solutions, and also upgrading their products throughout. Competition. Fitbit has recently been going through a tough time with competition. They came out with an antenna that failed due to design, and they've also even experienced some allergic reactions to their products. Privacy concerns are key as well in order to launch new products because they have been known to leak some things and let the competition get ahead of them. Porter's 5-force model for Fitbit. The intensity of rivalry competitors is very high, such as Apple and Garmin. It's easy to imitate new features because of similar features. Their competition is decreasing, intensifying current rivalries, and they have competitive prices. Threats and new entries I've listed as moderate. There's many barriers to get over to entry. Product differentiation is important. Significant capital is needed to manufacture the goods that go into making a Fitbit, and the first mover advantage is also crucial. Threat of substitution is high because there's no really low brand loyalty. Fitbit, no one is very loyal to them. If they see something better, such as the Apple Watch that provides more features, they're likely to hop on that. Technology continues to evolve, especially with Apple and the smartphones, this stuff that offer the same thing. The companies that offer the same things as Fitbit. Switching costs are low or non-existent. Buyer's power is high, I believe. Switching costs again are low. Customers continue to be curious about their substitutes. Industry sales rely heavily on retail sales, increasing power of customers. That's another thing with the Fitbit. You don't really have to go to a fitness store. You can just get it at a regular retail store. Supplier power is low because there's many alternatives, outsource manufacturers, and raw materials are widely available for substitutions at any time. Competitive strategy. Anyone who is a fitness guru or health conscious, as mentioned before, they're available in retail stores. Basis of competitive strategy, offering buyers fitness tracking devices with convenience to an online community such as friends. Only way to ensure stability in the competitive market is by creating new products and continuously upgrading the product. Um, Broad line of products with variations from functionality to price. Customers are drawn to wearable devices more than ever right now because the convenience factor of them. Keys to maintaining competitive, um, expanding their presence in international markets, um, constantly upgrading their products, and sales and marketing is key as well as customer service. Many of these products are similar, so it could come down to something as simple as customer service. SWOT analysis. Um, the strengths of the Fitbit is it's one product company, which is easier to manage and develop. It's convenient access to the home market, broad range of connected health and fitness devices, good product range with multiple levels of functionality and price. First mover advantages, as mentioned before, um, occupy the most market share in the field still, even with the other competitors. It's light and weight, comfortable to use, um, can measure plethora of things such as deep sleep and walking steps, and it's actually got a very attractive website. I tinkered around with it, and it shows a lot of features that normal, regular customers wouldn't assume they had. Weaknesses, the design is plain and simple. It doesn't really attract people that wouldn't know its features just by looking at it. The privacy issues, as I mentioned before, ineffective value chain, and it, as mentioned before as well, the antenna, the release of the antenna didn't go so well, so product errors and small business units. Opportunities for Fitbit in the future. Um, I believe that they could create something with medical centers where they could work together and personalize each Fitbit to meet the patient's needs and maybe help them with their mental health as well as um, basically tell them what correlation works with them physically as well as their illness. Expansion of customer base. Majority of people look for ways to lose weight at some point, so there's always going to be a market for it. And further technology advances. Threats is as mentioned before, the competition, the smartwatches, Garmin, um, potential technology problems, and then the technology barriers as well. How many more technology advancements are we going to be able to have? I have looked at I have pulled their income statement. This is in $1 million. Their revenue has decreased each year over the last three, as well as their profit, just because there's not as quite a market for it anymore. The balance sheets, total assets has decreased over the last 3 years as well. Liabilities, they're not putting as much into it, so that has decreased. Cash flow statements, same thing, decreased the last 3 years. So Fitbit's in a tough place right now. I believe they need to expand to internationally and just basically personalize their products and possibly team up with medical places. Recommendations, focus on improvements to current products, perfect the outlook, and shore up their poor materials that result in technology errors. Personalize their products, as I mentioned. Find partners to integrate, so hospitals provide, add some of the features that Samsung and Apple do, and create a brand value. Overall, I believe they need to make some tweaks in order to sustain their competitive environment.